Good evening, I'm J McGinnis. A little rain on the tin roof tonight, for which we are very grateful. This is Deciduous Man of History 2025. This morning he rose slow with Christopherson's devil whispering low, a line from a song a brother taught him 50 years ago. No one wants to know. The truth remains that no one wants to know. Looking out the window, trying to check the river, but he can't. It's as foggy as our future, to quote his Alabama aunt. A small statue of Quixote his son gave him, marking a tendency to rant, sits upon the sill, tilting still at windmills from beside the potted plant. He'd be headed out soon, so he makes some coffee and stirs in a little honey with a wooden spoon. Pondering the working day, it strikes him kind of funny. He does it for the love, but he doesn't mind the money. For now he sits and thinks about the fight, the good fight, emerging slowly from a darkness that got hold of him last night. He could hear old Houston's voice from the rainy day before. I love you, man, but face it, you're not the lion anymore. And he sat there on the porch all evening like a book out of print on the shelf, generally feeling sorry for himself. Who knows what the politicians have hidden up their sleeves. He regains his hope for a while, then loses all his leaves. Deciduous man of history. Oh, whether you're a man of means or measure, or just a wolf in black sheep's clothing, how pathetic to be stuck there in self-pity and self-loathing. On the other hand, his friend's calling out was perhaps a perfect gift, for only when we lose our self-importance can we give our spirits lift. But that wasn't all he moped about. And he scolds himself over this last bout, promising from here on out to practice arrogance no more. He keeps the gun locked in the cabinet and the bullets in the drawer. Still he worries about his country. He wonders what we're standing on and what we're falling for. But he rallies. Gazing out upon the flag, he sings a line or two from Hag. Today I started loving you again, and I'm right back where I've really always been. Love song for his country.
Well, today I started loving you again. I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heartache mend. Today I started loving you again.
His mind goes walking across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, walking on the moon, walking into death in Normandy that June, through dust and fires, across rivers running red with blood. Down deep the music plays, bad news on the doorstep, bud. I am leaving, sings the song. The teller loses track. The screen fades, but not all the way to black. The victory lies in the staying, or at least the coming back. Lie, la, lie, Simon says. Is it all in jest, cherry picking what we're hearing and neglecting all the rest? But that boxer in the clearing and the old man in the sea, claiming love and liberation is a worthy price for one's insanity. His faith returns against all reason, in spite of, in the face of, because of, and for the grace of everything that's happened. Despite the wrecking force of greed and the weight of sorriness gone to seed, he still believes in goodness though, honor, strength, courage, and other stuff, you know. In those who swim against the stream, who refuse to think alike. Alice Paul, Lucy Burns, waging hunger strikes. Woody Guthrie fighting fascists with 2 chords on his guitar, Samuel Clemens sitting coolly smoking a cigar while birthing Huckleberry Finn. Jefferson writes the Declaration while he plays the violin. John Coltrane and Einstein were probably there to hear it, living out the mystery of the cosmos, the science, and the Holy Spirit. Still, the history talk of railroads and boom towns and gold and silver riches found from Comstock in Nevada and the Black Hills of Dakota, and no more buffalo, James. No Lakota. Here comes his blues, trying to pull him under with all the dark and somber news of pillaging and plunder. But he hears a voice, fresh from the crossroads. Sing the blues so you don't have them. And there's more. Let him tell you about Austin and the Bakersfield Sound and 500,000 on a farm outside a little New York town, giving peace a chance. Tell me, what's the matter with a little song and dance? In the mud, Dave. Jump in the mud. Now, never mind the $60 he paid to Philip on the way. He rails against the offshore rigs and spills in Prudhoe Bay, and now we fight the Keystone Line across the plains today. The question comes, though not the first, not about the vain attempts to curb our thirst. Just, hey, what's the use of knowing all the worst? I don't know, he just may say. He probably doesn't know. He's not the lion anymore. But that won't stop the preaching. Just listen to him roar when he speaks of schemes of thugs and parliaments of whores. He can't forget old Howard Zinn, who talked about the mortal sin of going along to get along, giving up, giving in. The world has suffered most not from chasing Don Quixote's ghost, not from deviance and defiance, but from unresisting, unthinking, obedience and compliance. Gazing out again upon the flag, he bears those favorite lines from Hag, and he's right back where he's really always been. In spite of, in the face of, because of, and for the grace of everything that's happened, everything we've done. The end of the day, he's headed home to his sweet dogs. The river on the left is calm and clear. There is no fog. He can see all the way across. Greeted at the kitchen door by the shepherd and the Labrador, joyful and hungry, he feeds them well, and then himself, and leaves the Irish on the shelf. He makes a cup of tea and sips it slow, accompanied by birdsong with the voice of Louis Armstrong. He sings another line from Christopherson's Beat the Devil, way down low. I don't believe that no one wants to know. I don't believe that no one wants to know. Gone for now is whatever got hold of him last night. His faith returns against all reason, a greater fool for any season. Fair winds.
Well, today I started loving you again. I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you just long enough